Doop-a-doop-a-boop-boop-boo. There we go. Hello, 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 people. Good evening. It is I, the Silent Rhino. As always, with my live streams, not like Kolai, who can be as loud as he wants to. For me, I have a daughter, and my daughter is sleeping, and I do not wish to wake up my daughter. I wish to have her have a nice, quiet, sleepy time. And as such, I gotta do a very mellow and pleasant voice. A cool Foxy starting off strong, firing off a $2 donation, saying hello, hello, hello. I'm saying hello back. Always nice to see you, Foxy. Blue Beast YouTube, Blue Beast YT, donating $5 Canadian, saying draw Croatia with a ruler, spanking Bosnia and Serbia. And you know what? That's not bad. That is not bad. We can absolutely do that as the first thing we draw. Because you know why? Because that's a fun idea. I like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So Croatia spanking Bosnia and Serbia. Okay. You know what? We're starting off strong. Now, before I start drawing, I gotta say hello to people. There's so many people in chat. Hello, Space Banana. Hello, New Jersey. Hello, Dutchy. Hello, Just a Dog. Hello, Canada. Hello, Suriname Mapping. Hello, Ayush. Hello, Chris Farmer. Hello, Iberian Ball. Hello, Patch. Hello, FM Romine. I wonder if I should be playing... maybe I shouldn't be playing these full songs. No, I don't think I should. See, it's weird, people. It's weird, but you know how YouTube works. Whereas, like, I don't want my stream to get content ID claimed by videos on our channel, which is like these weird things that can happen. So I'm gonna be a bit cautious about that. Yeah, we're playing CSM music, but still, let's not just blast out those full songs willy-nilly. And as always, people, if you have not done so yet, maybe you should consider becoming a member of the Polandball official YouTube channel. We have channel memberships where you can show your support for the channel and the content that we make here by pledging a monthly donation. Lowest tier being at $4.99 US per month, which gives you access to a cool little emoji next to your name showing how long you've been a member for, and your name is going to be highlighted in green as well in the chat, and it's going to that emoji, or like that little avatar, is going to evolve over time. So it's going to show how long you've been a member for. Oh god, that's such a good ball. Did you see that? One single stroke. One ball, one stroke. You heard it here first. Beautiful. T-Cent is asking if DickRhino is my real name. Actually, the full name is Richard Rhinoceros. You heard it here first. Okay, so this is gonna be our Croatia. I'm gonna have to go and pull up flag of Croatia. So we can sample some colors, people. Boom. And edit, paste this new layer. There we go. We're gonna start by sampling the red and the blue. Yeah. Ah. That's a bit of a messy up on my part. Okay, now we're good. Now I can draw my stuff. Liviska Man 0811 says, I've been a fan of Polandball for so long, my 8th grade teachers be questioning what I'm drawing. Look, there are two kinds of people in this world. People who understand the beauty and love and awesomeness of Polandball, and people who are morons. And that's basically it. Now have a look again at the flag of Croatia. Okay, so we're gonna do this one a bit fast. We're gonna do this one a bit fast. We're gonna use like a nice placeholder color, and we're gonna just draw something like this. And boom. Like so. And then we're gonna later turn that into the actual color, which is like a red. But for now this works. And then we're gonna do the checker flag. So we're gonna let's see. No, that didn't work. We're gonna have to zoom in here. Here we go. Sure, why not? And a zoop, and a zoop, and a zoop, and a doop, and a doop, and a doop. Cool. And then we're gonna fill them in. Is that right? That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. This has gone all pear-shaped. That looks right. Okay. Good enough. Now the thing about this is, like, you know, a lot of this is just going to be covered by the eyes anyway. So you don't have to make it like super ambitious. I know this looks... No, you know what? This looks like ass. I just realized my mistake. I have to use a thinner pencil when drawing the inside thing. This just goes against my personal integrity as an artist. There are limits, people, to what I find to be acceptable shortcuts. Now I messed that one up. That's on me. Also, just gonna ask people, how are the audio levels? You know, with my voice and the music, am I coming through loud and clear? Is the music too loud? Is the music too low? Please let me know. It's good for me to know, so that I can set things up in a way that is going to be pleasant for all of you people to listen to. Oh, it's way better. Way, way better. This is something I can stand by. Oh, it's perfect. Great. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. You are perfect too. You heard it here first, chat. You are perfect, all of you, in your own special ways. Okay. Next up. Let us draw the next part. We're going to use like a number 3 pencil here, I think. And we're going to do a little zoop, like so. And then bump. Let's see what they look like. Oh, okay, they got little spikes on top. Gotcha. So we do bump, 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 bump. There we go. Easy as pie. And now we can fill in what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna paste this in again. So let's see. Okay, so it's white. The actual border of these of this crown. And that's a different blue, I think, from the hue on the bottom. And we gotta grab this yellow too. And I think that's all we're gonna need. So we're gonna start with blue and blue and blue. And the dark blue goes here and here. Great. And the middle one has got like 3 lions. But you won't be able to tell lions, so you're just gonna do like 3 little splotches like this, and that's gonna be fine. And the next one has like a goat. So we can do something vaguely goat shaped. Like so. And then there's like a little red mane on it. Yeah. And then this one has 2 red stripes. So it's red stripe and red stripe. Cool. Then we got that done. And then this one has got a little orange splotch and a crescent that I think is white. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. And then finally this one has got white, red, white, and yellow splotch. These are the scientific terms, people. So we got yellow splotch. And we got white. And white. And middle is red. And then there's like a black thing inside of it as well. Something like that. There we go. And then we're just gonna, there, do the borders white. And ta-da, we got the flag of Croatia. Wonderful. Bluebee says, you can make it World War II Croatia, and he has soap instead. You know what? Not so sure about that. World War II Croatia? Now it's like, is that problematic? With like Croatia in World War II, what were the allegiances? I don't want to risk doing something that's like not cool. Let's see, World War II had the flag of the independent state of Croatia. World War II puppet state of Nazi Germany. Nah. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. So now we are going to add the proper outline. I'm gonna cut off, trim off these little lines here. A cool Foxy says draw Israel with an anti-air missile. You know what? We can do that later, but for now, thank you for the donation, by the way. Foxy with 5 USD, but for now I have to finish this because it's such a cool idea. I have to, it's a cool idea. So, I just realized I can't do the shading just yet. First I have to draw the ruler. And rulers are a time-honored tradition in Polandball comics. One of my favorite comics of all time features a ruler. It is the comic made by the late great Java Code called Britannia and the Rulers, about how Great Britain rules the world by drawing lines on a map with a ruler. So you get it? It's also Britannia rules the waves with a ruler. It is a pun, people. It's a very clever pun. Draw not Marley. I can do that. Foxy, you gotta give me a chance here. Okay, I'm still on the first one. I am going to I can't keep up, man. These donations are very cool and very appreciated, and we love you, Foxy. But I can't keep up. You gotta give me a chance. So, currently I'm in the process of drawing a ruler. It's the process, people. And I'm drawing as fast as I can here. I'm gonna try to speed it up even further. Speed, 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 speed. I recently just watched the finale of the latest season of MasterChef. And I got inspired just by how fast those chefs were working. And they're like breakneck pace for everything they were doing in that finale. And I'm like, I can do that too. I can also be working at a breakneck pace. There we go. So now, for a proper... I'm going to show you some cool stuff that you can do with like opacity. For a proper swoosh. Okay. Now we're gonna do, look at this. Wham. Yeah, that's a cool swoosh line. And then we're gonna start down here. And no, I didn't like that one. I like that one. Okay, so how here we have a swoosh line. And now we're going to improve on this swoosh line. Trust in the process, people. Trust in the process. So I'm just going to do like a blap and a blap and a blap and a blap. And blap, 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 blap. Okay. Now we have connected this on this side. And then now we've connected this on this side. Now I turned it yellow. So what we can do now that we have this swoosh line is that we can just make it a more appropriate color. something like a grayish blue, I feel is appropriate for a swoosh. Like this. And then we'll color this in here. Like so. Yeah. And now we're just gonna lower the opacity on this to like a 50% or something. And look at that. Look at that wonderful swoosh we just made. Beautiful. And now that we have a swoosh, you know what? Now we can actually go back and add the shading on the Croatia ball. So we can just do something like this. The classic method. This is very similar to how Kolai does it, except that I think he just uses black from the start. Whereas when I do things that are like a work in progress, I tend to use like the wrong colors. I tend to use something like this, like a vibrant yellow instead of black. Because, and this is just personal preference, for me it makes it a bit easier for me to track what I'm doing if I'm just using some sort of weird vibrant light color instead of the actual color. So I don't know how you people do it. Do you also use wrong colors on purpose while something is just a work in progress? And we're gonna lower the opacity. Boom. Shadow done. And then we gotta get some eyes in here. What do you think, people? Croatia smacking Bosnia and Serbia. Should he have angry eyes or happy eyes? Angry eyes or happy eyes, people? I need to know. This is important. This is very important. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of votes for angry. A lot of votes for angry and a couple of votes for happy. Now, Blue Beast says happy. And I think we're gonna go with that. Angry happy. I don't know how to do angry happy. But let's try. Oh, I'm gonna have to see how this looks in practice. I'm gonna change the angle a little bit on the eyes here, because they look a little bit wonky right now. That's slightly better. That's also slightly better. Okay. And then we're going to do a little thing that I sometimes do just to give them a bit of a more sleek tone. I gotta use like just something like a placeholder color to sharpen it a little bit, like this. And then we'll just cut that out. Foxy says, wow, donate. Okay, nice. Foxy donates 911 and said, oh, didn't know you can have custom amounts of money. That is funny. I like that. I like that. And folks, if you are like me and is a huge fan of, again, the late great Norm Macdonald, he thought it was really funny to just at any sort of inappropriate time just say the words 9/11. Which is funny. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now we need a new layer. Because we're gonna draw some smacky pow visuals here. So we're gonna do like a pow. And pow. Yeah. And here's another one. Beautiful. And you can do like a little circle in the middle as well. Wonderful. But for smacky pows like this, I prefer a nice vibrant orange. I think that looks better than red. So we're gonna do like a really bright one. Yeah. Double smack. There we go. Double smack. And now we're done with Croatia, but now we gotta move on to the victims. So I'm gonna merge all of these layers down so I don't get confused about what I've done. And boom. There we go. Okay. Serbia and Bosnia. Oh, you know what? I missed out on some pixels. That is not cool, people. That is not like me. Look at this. Amateur hour right here. Leaving so many errant pixels. Can't believe myself. Ah, there we go. Alright, time for outlines. Sorry people, I missed another pixel. Okay, okay, now we're back. Now we're back. That is a terrible ball. Awful, awful. That is workable. It's a bit small though. Better. Ah. Gorgeous. Oh, you know what? I just realized I did like a super amateurish mistake here. And that is I didn't actually fill in the white sections with white. So if I go to the background and I do something like this and I use a thick red pencil, let's see what happens. Yeah, so I filled it in now, but I fucked up, so the shading here in the background is not actually filled in. So it becomes this dark red instead of, it's actually transparent. It's fine. It's fine, no one's gonna notice. I just had to check if I had in fact made that mistake, which I had. No one's ever gonna know. No one is ever going to... None of you saw it, people. None of you saw it. Now, how are you doing, people? It is a new week. It is a Monday. Some people enjoy the start of a new week. Some people dread it. Where do you stand? Are you one of those? Can't wait until the weekend? Or do you long to jump right back into the rat race? Okay, we got some good. Now, let's see. Why can't I... Did I mess up here? Why can't I color this black? What's going on here? What's wrong? I don't understand. What have I done? Something's weird here. I'm trying to color this layer black, but nothing's happening. No, I can't color anything black. Oh my god, I see why. I set the opacity to 0. I am a goofball, people. Now I have to undo all of these bucket fills. This is crazy. You can't see what I've done, but I can see what I've done. Okay. There. Now, select, paste this new layer, and there we go. I was just spamming bucket fill over and over and over again, and like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it getting filled? And then it was just with 0% opacity. So now I had to backtrack a lot. God, how stupid that is. I apologize, people. That didn't look very exciting. Now here we are going to do some cheating. I love cheating. Cheating is the best thing in the world. With how we are going to be drawing Serbia and Bosnia. In that we're gonna 3D this. There we go. Okay. Flag of Serbia. Now we didn't cheat enough, so I'm not gonna get out of drawing that stupid emblem. Paste this new layer. There we go. There's the red. There's the blue. There's the yellow. Man, the flag of Serbia is one of those flags that are sort of like not worth the effort. So we got red, we got blue, we got white. Okay. Now, let's see if we can speed this up. We gotta speed this up. I've been slacking a bit now. Whoop. There we go. And inside a small shield. Okay. Now these are supposed to be white. And on the inside we got the red and the red. So far so good. And let's see. We're gonna do white cross and then bird. Bird, bird, wings of bird, wings of bird. Yeah. And tail of bird, leg of bird, leg of bird. Excellent, it's so easy. And then foot of bird, foot of bird. And beak of bird, beak of bird. And then we're going to switch to black and a 1 and shield, tail of bird, and wing of bird, wing of bird, yeah. And then we have in the middle thingamajig, 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 thingamajig. Beep, beep. Ah, beautiful. And it doesn't have to be better than that. Wonderful. And here we'll do a little crown, like so. And we're going to do a little do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Do some gold. And we're gonna need some white dots. Hey, don't be like that, Foxy. Do you know why it's taking him almost 30 minutes? I'll tell you why. Because someone asked me to draw Serbia and Croatia, which happens to be countries that take quite a while to draw. What else do we need to do on this here thing? Okay. Some jewelry. Bump, bump, and a blue one. Bump. And another one. There. Wonderful. That's all we're getting. Good enough. And we're doing an eye. And also for Croatia, this is an eye patch. Cool. Excellent. And we're gonna cut out the unnecessary stuff. Like so. Nice. And now we can do Foxy. It is cool. I accept I accept your apology because 9/11 was a horrific tragedy. And we should always remember the gravity of 9/11. And if anyone ever thinks that you should not be remembering 9/11, then how dare they? Now we're going to do another little neat thing here. In that if we do the shadow slightly underneath like so, it's going to look like Croatia is flying. Airborne Croatia, Croatia Airlines. I mean Serbia. Serbian Airlines. Boom, like so. It can still be slightly bigger. There, that looks better. Beautiful. Just gonna merge those down. Serbia is done. All that's left is Bosnia. Copying that and pasting as a new layer. Black outline. Boom. Let's call this one Serbia and this one Croatia, so that I can keep track of what I'm doing. Okay. Now we have the easiest thing left, because the Bosnian flag you can actually draw really quickly. It is not difficult at all. So at least we have one flag here. It wasn't just like a bitch to draw. We got that going for us. Okay, so we got our blue. Now we have our yellow. Yeah. Yeah, smooth. I like that. And now some stars. 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 Gotta have some jank star at the end. Wonderful. My uncle was at the Twin Towers on 9/11, but he was sick and could not make it, says Adam Brooks. That's crazy. It's interesting though, like, I'm gonna say, like, even though it was just 3,000 people who died in 9/11, which is, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at, but 3,000 people is still enough to where, like, it was very apparent, at least at the time when it happened, that, like, most people either know someone who died in 9/11 or know someone who knows someone who died in 9/11. Like 3,000 people is enough to where it's gonna have like a national impact on that sort of a scale and significance, right? Now I say that, and people are like, wow, that's so true, that's so profound. Sure. Now I'm going to follow that up with, if you then consider, for example, America's, you know, drone striking, bombing campaigns in Pakistan, and just imagine how many tens of thousands of people have died in that. and how many hundreds of thousands of people died in the Iraq War or in Afghanistan. And then you sort of like ask yourself, what sort of national impact did that have? What sort of impact did that have on the cultures of those countries? Something to think about. If 3,000 people is enough for a country of 300 million, to where it sort of affected everyone in some way or another, and had like a profound impact on the entire culture of the country, and sort of like changed how Americans see the world, how they see their place in the world, how it ushered in like a whole era of, you know, xenophobia and the Patriot Act, and how Americans suddenly were sort of cool with, you know, sacrificing some of their rights and freedoms in the name of just security, and, you know, let's not allow this to ever happen again. That's 3,000 people. That changed a country forever. So what happens when it's 300,000 people? What does that do with a country? Do Americans think about this before they bomb countries into the Stone Age? Just some food for thought on a nice Monday evening. I have a cat who is running around causing a ruckus. So, I'm gonna pick him up here and be like, Snoopy, Mr. Snoopy, why are you causing a ruckus? You should not be causing a ruckus. People are sleeping. People are sleeping, Mr. Snoopy. We do not cause a ruckus when people are sleeping. No, we don't. No ruckus. We do not cause a ruckus when people are sleeping. I gave Snoopy something to think about. I hope he did think about it. The problem is Snoopy's not very smart. And he doesn't think a whole lot. So, who knows if that message was delivered or not. Look at that. Wonderful. Now we can shift things around a little bit. I'm going to that looks better. Beautiful. We have our first drawing. Croatia thwacking Bosnia and Serbia with a ruler. Wonderful, wonderful. Lovely drawing. Yeah. No, Colin's eyes are an affront to God. Hey guys, did you know that in every single short video we put out that features Poland, we always get Polish people who are angry about the fact that the flag is upside down and are correcting us to this day. I just looked at like, oh, just got a new notification about someone saying, You are disrespecting Poland by not drawing Poland right. Now, I like this. I think this first drawing turned out nice. Froglord, we are not doing Colin's eyes. That can be for some other stream or for some other person. Not me though. Man, can I just say that I'm very happy looking at myself in the camera. You can sort of tell by now that I've lost like a ton of weight. If you compare with the streams from, for example, December. That was before I started doing my weight loss thing. If you look at the videos that I put out in December, like my react videos to the contest entries and stuff, you could tell that like my face was like way more puffy than it is today. But since February, I've dropped about 18 kilos, which is what, 40 pounds? Something like that. Just not bad. Not bad at all. Happy about that. Patch says, I feel like disrespecting Poland might have been the reason why Poland was upside down in the first place. Well, yeah, that is the prevailing theory. Or rather, we don't know. The very first comics that were made by Falco on Kraut-chan back in September of 2009 had Poland upside down. And to this day, we don't know if that was done by mistake or if he did it intentionally just because he knew it would piss him off even more. It's quite possible. A cool Foxy, Jesus Christ, you're so crazy, man. You are crazy. Draw India eating a samosa for Ayush. I could do that. That's pretty easy. I've never tried drawing a samosa. But you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. I like that. It's samosa time. And look, people, you might think that I'm favoring Foxy, but Foxy is actually picking up requests from other people. And also, I mean, if you're gonna donate $17.76, it's a nice fun number. Well, then I'm gonna have to acknowledge that. Man, I am actually on a roll today with my balls. My balls are bopping. Very few edits needed here. Love it. It's not often. But today I feel like I'm having a lucky ball day. Flag of India. There we go. Ayush says, a cool Foxy is a really good person, not gonna lie. I agree. I think a cool Foxy is a really good person. And I think it's neat that they are not just looking out for themselves for the requests, but are just, you know, checking out chat and picking up on other people's requests and making sure that they get visibility, which I think is pretty rad. I like that. I respect that. Ooh, we have a moderator in chat. Who could that be? It's not me. It could be Coli. It could be Aaron. seeing as how it said history began in 1776, USA, 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 I have a suspicion that whoever wrote that might have been of the American persuasion. Can you, Andy's Cool asks if we can bring Wild of Oscar to the podcast. Look, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. The problem is that Wild of Oscar is, from what we can tell, a very private person who has never really taken a big interest in like community stuff. Oscar seems fine with just, going to the subreddit and posting their comics there and not really interacting with anyone. So, we've tried to invite Oscar to community stuff in the past. They just don't seem super interested in it, unfortunately. So, inviting Oscar to the podcast, we can throw out the invite. We just don't really think that Oscar is going to accept it. So, that being said, don't hold out your hopes that it's ever going to happen. And not because we dislike Oscar or anything. We just don't think Oscar is going to say yes. Now, India has a nice flag. You know what my definition is of a nice flag? It's a flag that's pretty easy to draw. If your flag is easy to draw, then I'm a big fan. All right. Let's draw a samosa. Let's see. A bit triangle shaped. Like that. And like that. And like that. I have an idea here of how I want to do this. And like that. Now I'm just gonna smoothen this out with some deets, some details. Coli, stop spreading American propaganda by means of the official channel of the official voice of the channel. Everyone knows that America, if that even is its real name, was discovered by the gorgeous, beautiful Vikings of the Norse. Everyone knows it. It's called, we called it Wineland. Because you could grow grapes there. We called it that because we discovered it. It's ours. It is known. So, say it again for chat. Who is actually the coolest? As always, the answer is Scandinavia. There's just nothing more to it. And everyone else, they hate us because they ain't us. And now we're gonna do, despite the fact that country balls don't have mouths, you can actually do this to sort of like give the impression of chewing. And I think what I have to do is block out the flag behind this. Let's see how this looks. I think this works if I just... Yeah, that's gonna look real nice. That's gonna look real nice. And I'm just gonna smoothen this out a bit. Okay, let's see here. Probably gonna have to stretch out the white here too. Yeah, so this is gonna be way faster than the previous one. This is gonna be it's a bit janky to draw because I'm doing this on 2 separate layers, so I can't use the bucket fill. I have to fill this in pixel for pixel, which is dumb. Don't ask me why I did it that way. As always, it's because I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. Do I even like how that looks? Yeah, that looks fine. I like that. I like that. Okay. Wiener Rhino. Andy asks, Wiener Rhino, do you really take your time like you're right now on the drawings the same as your comics? Yeah. I mean, that's sort of been my thing always as a comic artist, that I've always been a bit of a perfectionist. So the comics that I've posted on the subreddit, typically I've spent a lot of time on them. Now, that being said, some of you guys out there are just way, way faster than I am. For example, the person asking this question, Andy is cool. I don't know if you guys have checked out the comics posted by Andy is cool on the subreddit, but he's a fantastic artist. He's like way better than I am. And it just churns out like a lot of stuff real fast as well. Which I find super impressive. Just the speed at which Andy churns out like real quality content. And I'm like, man, at times I can really feel that I am part of the previous generation, so to speak. And like, I cannot keep up with the kids of today. But in a way, that's nice. I don't have to. I feel pretty secure in the fact that, like, for me and Kolai and Aaron and all of that, I feel like, you know, our legacy in this community is pretty secured. Like, people know who we are, and people know like what we have done in the past to build up and help create this global community we have now. So I feel pretty comfortable about that. Like, the kids today can do stuff that I cannot do. So they look at some of my work here now in the stream, for example, or on the channel. They might not be super impressed with everything. And people are like, hey, I can do that. And you probably can. You probably can do that. I'm not questioning that. At this point, you know, I'm an old guy. I'm an old guy in the game. But it's sort of like, you know, Seinfeld. Okay? Hear me out. When people look at Seinfeld today, they're like, I don't understand what people found funny about this. I mean, I've seen all of these jokes like a million times. It's like, what's so good about this? And what you don't understand is that, like, you hadn't back then. Seinfeld was like the first to do so many of these things that now in comedy we just sort of like take for granted. So you know, back then it was the funniest stuff ever because there was nothing like it. And it's sort of like that. Maybe me, Coli, Aaron, CSM, maybe we are the Seinfeld of Polandball. Like, nowadays, a lot of people can do what we do. But back then they couldn't. Back then we were like doing some pretty cool stuff in a medium where not a whole lot of other people were. Well, there were other people as well. And, you know, they are the legends of the game. You got your Java codes, your brain for breakfasts, and, you know, 440 Hertz, Go Ice Go, Shooting Star, Sinneheathen, Norway Burned. The list just goes on. There's like, I could rattle off dozens of names. Hinadira. Of just other like really legendary artists. But still, dozens. There are billions of people living in this world, people. So just dozens of people isn't all that much in the grand scheme of things. Okay. It's time. It's time to pick up a new request. Let's see. Real football. We've already done Croatia, Serbia, and Bosnia. So I'm probably not going to dive right back into Yugoslavia. We're going to go for something else. So I'm going to pick something that's not something I've already drawn. Man, let's see. Finland with a rifle without a scope and a war flag fighting Soviet Union. Ah, man, that sounds complicated. And here's the thing about me. I am so bad at drawing guns. I'm just like really, really, really bad at drawing guns. Italy getting mad at pineapple on pizza? No, come on. That's so uninspired. Andy's Cool says, thank you for the compliment. Dude, don't worry about it. It's not like even... I'm only spitting facts. It's real facts. Albania and the new microstate. I wish I could, but I don't think that new microstate has a flag yet. Albania is thinking of creating a religious microstate within its capital that's only gonna be like 5 blocks or something. Yeah, the Bektashi state or whatever. I'm gonna have to see. Let's see, the Bektashi order. They do have a flag! Yo, they do have a flag. Okay, perfect. Perfect. There we go. I said I wasn't gonna do Yugoslavia, but you know what? This is great. They do have a flag. Okay. Okay, that cinches it. I have to. It's the newest country in the world. The stupid little microstate that doesn't even exist yet because it hasn't been founded yet, but it might be. Albania might create a microstate within its borders that's gonna be like even smaller than the Vatican. It's so stupid and so funny. I love that. So people, if you haven't looked this up yet, that's actually real news. Real news, not fake news. It's real goddamn dumb. And you know what? I don't. If I have to think about this, but I'm not sure I've ever drawn Albania. Albania is cool. Because its flag is red and black, which is the cool edgelord colors. It is the colors of Shadow the Hedgehog. Which is the coolest colors. Okay. Now let's see, how do we draw this? Never done it before. Quick look at the flag. So it's got a, let's see, there, and there, and there, and there, 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 there. I'm just doing the basic outline here. There. And then leg, leg, and there, there, head number 1, and head number 2, and something like this. And let's see. I'm not paying attention to chat right now because I just have to have this flag up as a reference. But this is gonna be real quick, people. There's just a lot of nonsense on this flag. But pretty soon I'm gonna be back in it. So we're just gonna do this. And a little pointy thing at the end here. And that's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous. What a cool flag. Now I do know it's traditional when drawing Albania to draw him with a bunker as a hat, which I think is funny. It's like a fez. There we go. So I am probably going to draw the bunker fez. It's not going to take long. Yeah. Quick little shadow. Boom. And it doesn't even have to be like anything special in particular. You don't even have to make it detailed. It's basically just a fez, but you make it gray. Although I guess you could make a little like bunker slit. That's funny. I like that. I'm happy I did that. All right. Now we just gotta Let's see, this should actually be even darker. Yeah. That's funny. This has to be a bit of a lighter color, like so. And then we'll do some shading on that too. And yeah. Beautiful. There we go. And for this shadow layer, we can add a little bit. Nice. I guess I have to do this as well then. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Cool. Excellent. I like that. I'm happy about the bunker hat. And then we gotta slap on some eyes. Yeah. Okay. Now for his little friend. It is a fez, but like it's such a classic joke about Albania. Albania being obsessed with bunkers. That the bunker fez has become a pretty common characterization for Albania. I did not invent the bunker fez, people, I'm sorry to say. Other people before me have done the bunker fez. Okay. So we have the order of Bektashi dervishes, which looks like this. There we go. Obviously, we don't know if this is going to be the new flag. Don't know if that is exactly what the new flag is going to be of this microstate. Or if it's ever going to be real. Or if this is just going to be like, I don't know what we were thinking. Look, we had been drinking, we're Albanians. And in our drunken stupor, we were like, hey guys, wouldn't it be fun if we made a microstate? So that might be how this is going to end up, all things considered. But it's a pretty simple flag to draw. There we go. That's what this little toddler is gonna look like. Yeah, something like that. Jay Christian says, I hope they make the flag for the state this, because it's a cool flag. You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate this flag at all. It actually does have a lot going for it. Simple color scheme. Green and white, which is pretty common for, like, you know, Islamic countries, because, you know, Albania is Muslim and this will be like a Muslim microstate. So it's sort of reminiscent of like Saudi Arabia's colors in that regard. But then you have like this wreath, which feels sort of like more European in style. Yeah, no, it's actually a pretty cool flag. They should keep it. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah. And some small eyes. I like that. There. Cool. Cool. This is nice. Previously, I've only been sort of like following along on Kolai's canvas that he has been drawing on. So it kind of feels nice to just start my own canvas that I can keep up. Draw Saudi Arabia. We just finished our national day. I can draw a quick Saudi Arabia. I can do that. That being said, that depends if I'm gonna actually like put effort into the writing, because you know then suddenly it becomes a tall order. Why do I always do this little jump when I draw the ball? Oh, something my hand is doing. Oh no. The playlist with the CSM music. I gotta start it again. Not that one. Why can't I skip? One sec, people. There we go. Now I'm putting you people on notice, just so you know, that it is midnight here in Sweden. And seeing as how I am a responsible parent, that means when kid wakes up tomorrow, I gotta be there. I gotta give kid her fruit porridge. Or she gonna be like, Dad, where's my goddamn fruit porridge? Which means I have to be clear-headed enough to give child her fruit porridge. So, this is going to be the final drawing of the night. Not gonna be the longest stream today. If I had started a bit earlier, then maybe. But unfortunately, I did not. Now, let's see. We do the shwiggy-shwoo and a shwoo. And shwoo. And a shwoo. And a shwoo-shwoo, I think. And a shwoo. And a shwoo. It is so difficult. I have no idea if like I'm doing a good job or not with this. But I'm trying, man. I'm trying to draw something that's at least somewhat correct. Swoop. And and we, you know what? This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. Yeah. And a dupe, and a dupe, and a dupe, and a dupe. Got all of these little squigglies. I'm trying to do this justice. No, there's no squiggly there. There is one here. Here's a squiggly. And here's a squiggly. I'm trying to look at all the places where there's supposed to be a squiggly. And put the squiggly in those places. There's one. And there's one. There's a little one. And there's a little one. And there's a little one. There's a little one. There's a little one. Hey, that's not too bad. And swoop. You know what? I'm pretty happy about this. I am pretty happy about this. This is one of the better Saudi flags I've ever drawn. Cool, 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 cool. Now I'm going to start wrapping this up already, people, by giving you the good old call to arms. I said it at the start of the stream, and I'm going to say it here at the end as well. Remember to like the stream, to comment. It helps with engagement. It helps our stuff get promoted by the YouTube algorithm. And it helps more people to find this channel so that they can become fans of this channel and hopefully appreciate it as much as you guys do. So it's very good for us. It helps out a lot. So leave a like. Leave a like. It's very nice of you to do that. Comment to increase the engagement with the stream. And as always, do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you are not already subscribed. You should, and hit the bell too, so that you can stay up to date and get notified whenever we drop some new stuff, be it live streams or shorts or longer videos, music videos. We got some cool stuff coming up in the pipeline. And keep in mind that nowadays we also have channel memberships. Yes, don't spam. No spam. Don't spam. I'm gonna have to time out people if they don't stop spamming. I missed a $2 request requesting Portugal. Okay, goddammit. Okay, that means I have to. That means I can't quit yet. Can't quit yet. Mohammed Umar Farouk, you have not been paying attention. Everyone knows that Poland is upside down. Therefore, it is only correct to draw the Polish flag upside down. Okay. Thank you for the reminder, Kolai. Because I'm pretty sure that is Kolai. Very well. I will draw Portugal. Which I hate because it takes a while. But I'm going to keep on plugging the promotional aspect of the channel in the meantime. That's right, people. We have channel memberships. And you know what you get with a channel membership? You get a cool little icon next to your name. It is a badge of honor. It is a status symbol. It makes you sexy. It makes the people of the opposite gender or of the same gender, if that is your fancy, it makes you more desirable to them. Because they can see that, like, damn, that's a person with good taste. That is a person with good taste who I want to associate with. And they are right for thinking that. You also get access to chat emojis. I didn't know if you knew that. But if you can look at chat, you'll see that the Polandball official account posted a neat kawaii Japan cat emoji. You can do that if you are a channel member. So that is another good perk. There are higher tiers as well, where you can get things like access to secret channels in the Discord, where you get early access to our videos, our works in progress, our animations. And you get to give input on the stuff we're working on. Ain't that cool? A lot of people think that's very cool. Tasty Gaming says that I have a very soothing voice. I should do an ASMR video. Well, that's precisely what this is. No, as I said in the beginning of the stream, it is because I have a small child. I have a daughter. And my small daughter is sleeping. And I do not wish to wake up small daughter. So this is how I have to do it when I stream. I guess it's not for everyone. Maybe some people prefer a more high energy stream. But I can't do that. If I do high energy stream, you're gonna wake up the child, and then chat is gonna hear the screaming of a small angry child. No one wants that. No one wants that. Tasty Gaming says, I'm gonna record this and listen to it later. Oh, you don't have to. These are videos on demand. I mean, they are recorded here on this channel. So you can just go back later and watch our previous live streams on this channel. That is perfectly fine. It is allowed. You can do that. No one is going to stop you. Just check it. All you gotta do is go to our channel and you go to the tab for live, and there it is. There is this live stream, and not just this live stream, but all of our previous live streams as well, on demand. Muhammad, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I've already said that it's past midnight here, and I was planning on logging off. But I have to honor this first request of drawing Portugal. I was actually planning on going to bed even before that. So this is going to be the final drawing. There ain't gonna be no more drawings after this one. I apologize, but it is what it is. Now, let's see. Here is a cool way of drawing Portugal's flag. You can start with the dark outline, right? Because it does have a dark outline. Now we're gonna have to look at this and see. Okay, so it's wrapped. One here. We're gonna do some magic here, people. There's one wrap that goes like this. And there's one wrap that goes like this and this. And like this. And like this. And like this, and like this. Something like that. Now we're going to switch to the yellow and do a slightly thinner pencil. So this is the quick and dirty way of doing it. Now I'm going to trace in some lines here. All we have to do is just keep track of which one is on top. This one is on top. And this one is on top. Oof. I'm getting like a real stiff and sore back. That is like another indication that it's time to stop. You know why? Because I'm old. I'm old. And my body ain't doing so hot. Oof. Imbratus is leaving. That's cool. Thank you for hanging out in stream. Thank you for sticking around as long as you did. It is appreciated. If you have other stuff you need to do, then you just gotta go do that other stuff. We respect that. Okay. Now let's see. This one and then this one at the bottom. Okay. So now we have that part done. And now we can do the big shield on top of that and block out all of the superfluous stuff. Honestly, I could have done this as its own layer. That would have been a bit faster. But no one ever accused me of being smart. Okay. This was really dumb. This was really the dumb way of doing it. I don't know why I did it this way. There was like a million ways I could have done this that would have been faster. I am so... Official Penguin Empire account is also signing off. Saying bye DR. Everyone's signing off, but that's because they know that the stream is winding down. Which is fine. I have already announced that I am winding down. That we are in fact slowing down the stream. In preparation of it ending. So if people already feel like, you know, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. I'm hearing some baby whimpers. So people, I'm gonna have to go check on her. 1 sec. Sorry about that, people. I forgot to unmute. Thank you, chat. Thank you for reminding me of that. I apologize. Amateur hour here, people. Amateur hour. We're back in business now. We are back in business, broskies. I am no longer muted. Now, as I was saying, it is always very stressful when you're doing just your evening stuff and whatever, and then suddenly you hear that, like, oh, toddler is no longer sleeping, toddler is crying, and you're wondering, is that it for me? Is that it for my evening? Am I gonna have to spend the rest of the evening trying desperately to get the toddler to fall back asleep? Now, in this case, it was, you know, crisis averted. For now. And I hope it stays that way. But such is life when you have a small child. That if you're unlucky, then it's like no more sleep for you. No more relax for you. Now it's toddler time. Now I've heard that this phase gets better. I've heard that what we're in right now is sort of like the worst phase of having a toddler. I hope so. I hope it gets easier. But I am concerned. Which is another reason for me to once again sort of speed up with this drawing. Because I might have to be in there and just keep her company, calm her down, all of that stuff. Man, toddlering is a full-time job. I tell you what. How many towers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 towers. Okay. So if you're wondering why I'm seeming a bit stressed out right now, it's because I am a bit stressed out right now. And I'm hoping, against hope, that I will get to sort of like finish out this live stream in peace. But man, there's no way of knowing. It is toddler time. Yes, I agree, Monkey and Noodle. Toddler is stress. You don't even know the half of it. Now, obviously, she is the light of my life. But she's also big stress. Ah, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous Portugal flag. Ah, that took a while. But that turned out pretty well. Except I fucked up. I just noticed that there is one thing missing here. No, come on. Come on, tool options, don't do me like that. There we go. There's a straight line in the middle. I missed the straight line in the middle. So we gotta do that real quick. There we go. Serbian ball, no spam. No one to spam. We don't do that here. Sorry, I have already said several times that this here Portugal is going to be the last thing I draw on the stream. I was going to end it even earlier, but we got a donation that came in, and I have to honor that. We're not the kind of people who don't honor our loyal supporters, which is another reason why you should support this channel. Because we do honor our loyal supporters. We make you feel valued. We make you feel like you did the right thing by investing your time and money into this channel, because we will appreciate you. We will appreciate you, and we will treat your very kind donations with the appropriate level of respect. Shadow done. All that's left now is a nice little pair of eye. Selvala says Polandball is pay to win. If you pay, you win. Remember, your wallet always works. That is correct, people. So sometimes people draw the Portuguese emblem here as an eye patch, which you can do. It's not wrong. Personally, I feel like it's a bit too large for that, so it's a bit weird for me to turn it into an eye patch, because it just becomes like the world's biggest eye patch. So most of the time, I prefer to just give Portugal regular eyes instead. But if you want to do with the eye patch, I'm not going to say that that's wrong. There are many ways to do Polandball. However, I'm not happy about this eye. It's too small. We're going to redo that eye. No. Yes. That's better. I think that's better. Oh man, I can hear her coughing in the other room. She has been sick for a couple of days. Not sick anymore. She's, you know, recuperating now. But, you know, when you've been sick, that stupid, like, dry cough can just stay forever. Can take weeks for that to improve. Let's put him here. Yay. Let's add some depth here by moving stuff around a bit. So we can start increasing the complexity of the image and turning this into a cooler canvas over time. Now I think that's gonna be it for today. I feel like this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice work for a stream, and we're up to like almost 2 hours. Ooh, impressive. So that's all of the drawings I'm gonna do tonight. Thank you everyone for sticking around. Thank you for everyone for sticking around for this live stream. I'm sorry you don't get to see all that much of my face because I have to hold the microphone up like this. Because I have to be so quiet when I'm talking. And let's see who we still have in chat that I could say goodnight to. Froglord is still here. Good night. Good night, Ayush. Good night, Selvala. Good night, Seyamuddin Ahmadi. Good night, Carking01. Good night, Rebecca Hamzik. Goodbye. Good night, Glitched OS. Yeah, it's gotta be Glitched OS. Good night, Chilzia. Good night, Nazar NJ10. Good night, Andy is cool. Good night, Serbian Ball. Good night, the Entertainment Broadcast Center. Good night, Riyad Al Atsariyad. Good night, Hello Hi. Good night, Monkey and Noodle. Good night, Liviskaman 0811. That's cool. There's still a lot of people who are sticking around and who have been here for the entire stream, which is super neat. We acknowledge you. We love you. And yes, good night, Moon. Yes, I will drop the canvas in the Discord. Froglord, I will do that. Hi, Dacia Martin. Hello. Hi. I was just about to turn off. We've been streaming for 2 hours. And I gotta tune out because now it's like half an hour past midnight here in Sweden where I am. And I gotta get my sleeps in. So, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And we will see you again soon for some other cool stuff. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye. I love you all. Good night.